Hey, Amber. How's it going? Can you hear me all right? Hey, Valerie. Can y'all hear me? All right, thank you. Hell, I haven't done anything in a while. Figured I might as well get on here before the weekend starts. Hey, 76, good to see you. Got Amber, 76, Valerie. Figured I'd get on here and try something here before the holiday gets kicked off here. And I've been busy working and living life and concerts, going to casinos. Hey, little boots. Had quite a few storms around here lately too, to boot. So it's been fairly active the last couple weeks. Huh. Well, that's good, Amber. I don't know what was going on with all that, but yeah, there's been some shenanigans going on. That's for sure. But yeah, I've been out working. I do a little bit of storm work for a living part time. So when the storms hit, I go check that out, and then you know do the other stuff, the other fun stuff as I get a chance. Hey, God soldiers, good to see you. Hey, Dusty. But yeah, been able to get out and do some things, and sort of check out of YouTube for a little bit, voluntarily, just to get some stuff done and work and all that. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Watt Life. Hey, Debs. Good to see y'all. But one thing we did last night was went to the Journey concert in Dallas, which is a really good show. I followed them my whole life, and never seen them live. Of course, they got the new kid singing. Well, he's not a kid. I mean, he's an amazing singer. He sounds just like the original dude, Steve Perry, but he he's from the Philippines, and he looks real young, but he's 54 years old. But you should check it out. You can YouTube the whole show, on, it's you can just YouTube, search Journey Live Dallas 2020 2022. You can watch the whole show right there. It's a great show. And Billy Idol was supposed to be there, for the pre-show, but I guess he coughed up a lung or something earlier this year and couldn't make the tour, so they had Toto as the warm-up act, which was they were good too. I know some of their songs. They're a little bit out of my age group, but hey, Texas Prep, good to see you. And but they put on a really good show. Very talented musicians. They had some younger guys playing like keyboards and stuff like that, and drums. But there were three or four of the original members, I think. And then they had a few newer people. younger musicians to supplement, you know. But yeah, it was a great show, and they played all their, of course, all their hits and this and that. But they did not disappoint, that's for sure. So, part of the reason why I wanted to do this live tonight was just to encourage people to, one, um, hey there, Britas, good to see you. One is to wish everybody a happy Easter, and for I know all the moms and the grandmoms out there, uh, you know, Easter egg hunting and bunnies and all that is cute and all, but it ain't got a damn thing to do with Easter or the resurrection. So please, people, remember why we celebrate this holiday, and remember the resurrection and the power that it has. And also, I think you can use this holiday, the true meaning of this holiday, to reset your compass, if you will. Reorient yourself to the proper direction that you need to be going. And I'm not speaking, I'm speaking about myself too. But I think this would be a good time for people to reorient themselves and get a grip and get back on track and tune out the noise, so to speak, if you will. And like I said, reorient yourself and get back on track. So I know, we talk about Easter. The first thing a lot of people think of is hunting Easter eggs and bunny photos and all that, and that's cute and all that. But I mean, and that's good to have fun with the kids, But I think they also need to be taught the real meaning of Easter. So now that that's out of the way, again, happy Easter, everybody. Hopefully, you get some time to relax and cool your jets and enjoy the weekend for what it is. And and there's evil and darkness all around all the time, right? It's even more. Uh, there's more volume of it today than any time I can ever remember. And I think that having resetting your compass, so to speak, your direction, to be grounded in what's important is going to be huge from here on out. And I want to encourage everybody to get out there and live your lives. I mean, Ukraine just sunk a Russian flagship today in over there, and I mean that's really bad for Vlad. He's got some real egg on his face right now, and I'm not even sure the weapon system they used to bring it down, but they sunk it. They sunk it right there in the Black Sea, and I'm sure we've given them a little help, a little help from your friends, and hopefully we have, but um, it's going to get real quick. I think at some point he's going to get tired of dancing around when he can just level what he needs to level. I think, and that comes with heavier ordnance and more lethal lethal strikes and such. And getting out there and living your lives, people. Like I said, go to a concert, go to a ball game. Go do the things that it is that you like to do and that we've always done in this country. And I know a lot of it depends on where you live for what's open and accessible and whatnot. But like at me, I'm going out and doing the things. I'm not driving unnecessarily and making double trips and such, but if we happen to be going somewhere at the right time and there's something I've been wanting to see or do, we'll incorporate that into the trip. Like tomorrow, we got to take a little trip down near Arlington, which is where the Rangers and Cowboys all play, and that's where a lot of the sporting events and concerts and stuff are held, as well. And so we're going to go ahead and incorporate a Ranger game as well into that trip tomorrow. So just one of those things that kind of makes sense, and it's a little bit, since you're already there anyway. It's sort of a win-win. And I haven't been to the new Rangers ballpark yet, but I've been wanting to see it, so it's just working out that way. Have fun, get out there and enjoy yourselves. If planting a garden and pulling weeds makes you happy, then by God, get out there and do it. You know, if you like to rebuild engines, get out there and do it. I think people need to start focusing on what they love to do and like to do versus chasing the dollar. And I'm not telling you don't pay your bills and don't earn a living. I'm not telling you that. But what I'm saying is, I think times are pretty uh, tight here, and I think that people need to live their lives and enjoy themselves. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy what you do. If you've always wanted a certain job and you've never gone out and gone for it, maybe you want more money or maybe you want more benefits or whatever, better benefits. This is the time where you need to go out and get the job that you want, you know, or do what you want. Exactly, Chrissy. Live and love. I think I don't know, there's three more concerts we got planned right now. Bon Jovi. I got roped into New Kids on the Block. I'm not real fired up about that, but I got to bite the bullet. And then Garth Brooks. And I may slip in Motley Crue if they keep messing with me. Motley Crue, Poison, Joan Jett, Def Leppard, I think, are all together. It's like a whole day long concert. So anyway, what are you laughing at? In New Kids on the Block? Yeah, I had to, man, I had to. Ugh, that's going to be tough. That's why. That's why the good Lord made alcohol, I guess. Got to do what you got to do. Take one for the team. But yeah, I mean, some of these performers are amazing musicians, in their own right. So, like I said, it's just, like Journey was, again, I grew up with them. Never had, when they were really popular, or, I never was either too young or I was, overseas in the army or whatever, and I never got a chance to see them. So it sort of was a bucket list item for me, to see them. I'm not really fired up about Garth Brooks either, but I'll go on Bon Jovi. Did I throw Bon Jovi in there? Yeah, they're going to that one too. So, you know, definitely know Bon Jovi and grew up listening to them, but um, New Kids on the Block and Garth Brooks will put on a good show. He's really talented, good performer. I understand. Never seen him before, but know his music, heard it before. So you never know. I'll give it a try. Probably be his last time. But all these musicians are getting out on the road, traveling, trying to eat up some of that cash, get that cash gobbled up because a lot of them burned through a bunch of cash. I think during COVID, and I went to high school with two guys from Drowning Pool. I don't know if y'all know that band or not, but I went to high school with a couple of them. Oh, thanks, Lisa. I missed y'all too. That's why I had to get on here and do something. I've just been swamped with work and doing the things. But yeah, I went to high school with two members of Drowning Pool, and you know, seen them from time to time, and it's pretty interesting to see, you know, that they're still doing the stuff, and they told me, that um, they, bands like that aren't that didn't really sell out to like Hollywood and LA, and they kept the rights to all their music. They don't really make as much money, he told me, but they control their music. And he also said that one of these guys also said that uh, they only really make money when they go on the road. Their albums and their CDs or whatever, their downloads, all that is, if they break even on that stuff, they're lucky. So that's why they're always touring, because that's where they make their money. And they, every concert is a different, has a different contract on its own. Sometimes you'll get half the concessions, half the bar, half the gate. It just depends on the venue, etc. Now, big bands like Journey and Metallica and all these people have huge contracts. So, hey Chuck, good to see you. Santana. Oh wow, yeah, that's classic. I'd pay to go see him. Hey CJ. Yeah, appreciate y'all coming in tonight on short notice. But I'm gonna say it again. I know a lot of people have been talking about it, pinball and so many others, about grabbing some cash and keeping cash on hand. And I would definitely heed that warning. And even if it's just, a lot of people do the, if you're on a tight budget or whatever, a lot of people do the, $20 bill or $10 bill trick or whatever. Every time they get a 5, a 10, or a 20, they just put it in an envelope or something, at home. All right, cool, Timothy. Good to see you, man. Hey, Buzz. Good to see you. But yeah, I'd grab some cash and some precious metals of some sort if you can, afford it, or put it into your, uh, half of the, what's I saying? Half of your savings plan or your emergency fund, ought to be precious metals. A lot of people are saying. I don't know. I'm not an expert in it. Um, I just think that you need to hedge against the falling dollar, because it's falling like a lead weight, and it's having some help, of course. But yeah, please drop links. I appreciate that. But yeah, I've been so busy, man. I hadn't had a time to do a whole lot of stuff, and I'm typically not one to just get on and throw out a video for just to keep traffic coming in. Not that I don't like y'all watching and everything I do, but I try to have relative decent content like most of y'all want to see. I know some people like to see something every day, and there are people that I will watch every day, just about every day. It just depends if I got the time. But if I'm driving down the road, I'll throw it up and watch it as I'm driving. Listen to it. There's several that I watch regularly. Yeah, I heard the same thing, Chuck. I'm a big, a lot of people are of a different opinion, but I'm a pretty big purveyor of the crypto world. I'm Chuck. I'm north of Dallas. So the word on the street is that Shiba Inu may go to 10 cents by the end of the year, which would be really badass because I'm a millionaire, multimillionaire if that happens. No offense, but I probably will disappear voluntarily. Okay. Okay. All right. I got you, Chuck. Yeah, I know right where it is. It's the last town before the border. Been there. Yeah. If I can get Doge to, $10 a share, that'd be pretty badass too. Yeah, Lisa, I told him I'm north of Dallas. I'm about an hour south of the Red River. Hey, Grace, good to see you. But yeah, I encourage people to get out there and get those events in, get those concerts in. If you're in Texas, go get pictures with the blue bonnets made. With the kids or whatever. Blue bonnets are popping now. They'll only be around for a week or two. They'll be gone. Yeah, yep, that's right. I mean, if I was going to do it now, just based on the volume that you can get, if you got the extra cash laying around, I would definitely invest in Shiba Inu because you can get it so cheap. I've got 100 million Sheeb right now, and that's like not even that much compared to some people. But like I said, I just need to get to a dime. CJ, we're open for business. Lots going on down here. Everybody's touring, coming through. We're open for biz. Been open for a while. Yeah, I would grab some cash and some silver, or some gold or whatever it is you do, platinum, whatever the case may be. Um, and I'll tell you something else. You need to get creative on how you store stuff. You know, you can get some pretty nifty little hide in plain sight things. Yeah, there's a lot of people that share that opinion, Buzz, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I got into it when it was so cheap that it was an investment, a risk I was willing to take just because it was not that much money. I think I've got total about 700, 800 bucks in Shiba Inu, and I've got 100 million shares of it. So I figured if it falls, it falls. It's not gonna break me. But if it hits, I'm gonna be squared away. There you go, Lisa. Yeah. I highly recommend South Padre Island for any spring breakers or people just want to go to the beach here in Texas. That's our best water and best beach. The very, very southern tip of Texas, right next to Mexico. I've heard that it's the second or third most sought after spring break destination too. But I would, unless you're a party animal, I would not go there during spring break. That's when most of the locals leave and go on vacation is during spring break. Bob, yeah, I think it's a real deal, for sure. The whole Shanghai deal is probably just a precursor to other things about to come our way if they're not already here. I'm telling you, people, they're going to have to have they're going to have a reason for mail-in voting. Okay, so they know that their goose is cooked without mail-in voting because they can cook the books, if you will. Um, but if it takes another variant or two or a war, that's something they're willing to do to keep their reign on power through the guise of mail-in voting because that's what they need to do, and they know that they got the blueprint now. Look at last time. Yeah, Galveston is definitely our not our best beach for sure. Bucky's, yeah, they're all up down the interstates. They've got everything you need in that place. Hell, you can get barbecue grills, license plate stuff, car stuff. It's crazy. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't know. It could be a new V. It could be a many things, but I think maybe it could be just them flexing their muscle before another big event of some kind. Hey, Sniffer, good to see you. Give me more information on that, Amber. I've been out of the loop here for about a week, so I mean, I've just barely been catching the news. Just rapid tweeted and deleted. It doesn't post. Hmm. I don't disagree with you, Buzz, at all. I don't disagree. I mean, you know, hitting some tanks with some, javelins is one thing, but you start sinking ships in the Black Sea. I mean, that's a game changer, and I'm glad the Ukrainians did it. But there's soon to be retribution on their hands. That's for sure. Hmm. All right, CJ. Thanks for showing up. Okay, cool, Amber. That'll work. And then, just you know, keep prepping and you know, kept prepping and praying and enjoying life and have fun, you know? Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, Bob. But how embarrassing, right? It sounds to me like, they're getting ready to redirect a lot of stuff towards Finland and Sweden. Damn right. Damn right, Buzz. You're not lying there. Big time erratic weather. Hmm. But yeah, trying to get out there and do the things and enjoy the things and try to stay in somewhat decent shape. Um, you got to snap out of it sometimes, just do something different. Thanks for that, Amber. That's great. Hmm. Yeah, it's weird, Grace. But I'll tell you, it was, of course, we've been open a long time here in Texas, but and the concerts have been rolling here for probably about 7 months now. All the time, plus sporting events, and it was a great time. There was, everybody was getting along. There was no, out of control drunks or anything like that, and it was a good time. It really was. Yes, absolutely, Buzz. I haven't had too much trouble sleeping, but I take medication for that. It's not really for sleeping, but it relaxes me. It's a pain medication. Hmm. Yeah, there are a lot of people that are complaining about weird things they're feeling and going through right now. Tell you what, my Wally World, one of my Wally Worlds, real close to me, they had a remodel. I think I put a video out on this last couple times I did one, but they went through a remodel and they had tons of preps on the clearance aisle. Tons. I'm talking about everything from tents to uh, medical supplies, fishing gear, light bulbs, candles, first aid kits. I mean, it was like Christmas. So if you have a Walmart, around you that's going through a remodel, go hit their clearance aisle because you're going to find a lot of deals. A lot of deals. Tools. They had just all kinds of clearance items, really, really cheap. Hmm. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead and drink it. Right. And Pinball did a video on it earlier, which I thought was interesting, and I hadn't really been following it too much. But he said that there's been a major uptick in food processing fires. Plants, people that process, warehouse foods and such. There's been an inordinate amount of fires lately regarding those facilities, which is pretty interesting. Um, they're all complicit. They're all complicit. Like I said, I prep for two reasons. I prep to lessen the pain, and I prep also for limiting government in my life. You got to start somewhere, Bob. Right? Exactly, Chrissy. So good. That's a good way to put it. What? Oh, Can they even ship that? I didn't know if they could ship that, Valerie. Yeah, definitely get it if you need it for sure. Good job. That's good, Bob. It's awesome. Hmm. Yeah, I know it costs a little bit more sometimes, but you can swing by the gas stations and get propane bottles too. I usually just go like to 7-Eleven or something and just switch them out right there. And don't forget your pet foods too, and any type of like, if you have like, if you need like insecticides or like the flea and tick granules for your yard, make sure you grab all that stuff now too. I think Bob was being funny, but you got to have priorities, right? Nice, nice. Hmm. Yeah, Benjamin Moore's some good stuff. That's quality paint. If you don't want to repaint your house every couple years on the inside, on the interior, buy Benjamin Moore. That stuff covers well and it's very durable paint. I don't know because my dad was an industrial paint contractor and I worked for him growing up. So Benjamin Moore is a definitely a high dollar interior. They make all sorts of paints, but definitely a first choice for regard to cover and durability in interior on interior finishes for sure. All right, Buzz. See you, man. Happy Easter. Yep, you got that right. But yeah, I'm at to the point now where I really can't, I don't really don't have the room for anything else, to be quite honest. There's no doubt that we got serious dark days ahead. Sorry, I'm just reading something. Yeah, I've done. I mean, it's almost to the point where I'm gonna have to start just taking over walls in the house. She needs to tell them to pound sand. Hell no, don't take a dime less. Hey, Michael, good to see you. Hmm. Hey, and don't forget, like, I don't know if any of y'all do any of your own, home maintenance or whatever, but don't forget to go out and get some like caulk sealant for your windows and doors too. Make sure you get a good, acrylic or silicone based product that will last and just keep that stuff stored, in your garage because that stuff may disappear pretty soon too. It's already difficult to get colored versions like almond or browns. Usually it's just white or clear. And so, I would go out and get some window and door sealant, some caulk, what most people know it as. Um, just tubes of caulk to have on hand, because that stuff will come in handy for sure. But it seems like everybody in here is really squared away with regards to preps and that all the food groups that we follow to prep and get things stacked up. But sounds like all you guys and gals are squared away in that regard. But we all have no doubt that there are definitely difficult times ahead, and it's going to get dicey, and it already is dicey for a lot of different people around the world. And I just don't have a lot of confidence in the clown in charge right now. Excuse me. Yeah, plastic sheeting for sure and tarps. There you go, Grace. Good. Get two more. Yeah, I'm the same way, Bob. I'm the same way. We got a company that does the automated, the motorized version of those around here. Most people do it for shade and, concealment on their windows, but they have some for security as well. I think it's called Security Texas or Security TX on Instagram. Yeah, surprised he didn't try to taste it. Don't forget the nails and screws too, y'all. Um, you can get those at Wally World if you have to. You can just get a little box or two. They make some coarse wood screws that, or they sell them at Wally World. Looks like a tub about like that, and different lengths and sizes of screws. Coarse threaded screws for screwing things down. Wood products mainly, but it's good to have those around. Good for you, Lisa. Good for you, Grace. Good for you. And don't forget about the freedom seeds too, y'all. I want to show y'all one of my new toys I got. I'll go ahead and just kind of show it. This is a Taurus GX4. I mean, it's just a micro 9 millimeter. And I'm a Glock guy by trade. Magazine empty. Make it safe. But it's just a micro 9 millimeter. And I really got it just for it's sort of my, exercise gun when I do walks or if I'm out and about in shorts a lot here in Texas because of the heat. Um, I will wear that instead of my Glock. Hey, Beth D, good to see you. But it was real affordable at Academy. I think I gave about 270 for it, 265, 270. And this has it's the 13 round mag. Again, it's just a micro 9 millimeter. It's really small, really thin, not very large at all. Like I said, if I'm wearing shorts, which I am most of the time, I want it to be comfortable. Hey, Danny, good to see you. Good to see you, Danny. I haven't seen you in a while. Been busy, just like you. Yeah, Lisa's right on that. Make sure you go get, one of those flappers for your tank. Those are always going out. They just wear out eventually. So I didn't really need this firearm, but I got it just as an extra, a little bit more comfortable concealment type weapon for in the summertime. It's just really small and it holds 13 rounds. Wow. Looks like everybody's dropping off, going to bed. It's probably about that time for me as well. I'll tell you something else too, talking about freezing and fires and all that stuff, firewood. I do a little circuit walk every day almost to a park across the street, and it's sort of primitive. Yeah, thanks for showing up, Beth. But yeah, it's sort of a primitive little park. It's half city, half country, sort of, with some skate park and ball fields and such. But there's tons of just deadfall tree limbs all over the place. And like if I had a need for firewood, I mean, I wouldn't be buying wood. I'd just go pick it up off the ground. I know a lot of municipalities frown upon such things, but I mean, honestly, people, all you got to have is a pickup and like throw a orange, a safety vest on like you're a worker, and nobody's gonna say boo. They're just gonna think, oh, he's just a worker picking up wood. It's that simple. You just have to be smart. There's so much deadfall wood around here. You could burn wood all winter long from just stuff you could pick up across the street. Guarantee you. All right, Annie. Good to see you. But yeah, just to recap, everybody. Again, I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. Um, remember the reason for the celebration. The resurrection and the power that comes from that in your faith. And use this holiday to reorient yourself and get your compass back on track, if you will, pointing back north. And take a deep breath, but still enjoy life and do the things. Have fun, go out there and experience things. Grab some cash, you know grab some precious metals, but also get out there and have fun. There you go, Valerie. Good job. Flex Seal, Gorilla Glue, and Gorilla Tape. I like it. I like it. But anyway, again, I just wanted to sort of regroup with y'all. I haven't seen y'all in a while. I've been busy working and doing other things, so I wanted to pop in while I had a moment and just check in with y'all and wish everybody a happy Easter and be definitely you know looking for things to go out and do and have fun and enjoy yourselves. And that's right, Bob. Everybody needs to have their head on a swivel and paying attention all the time, for sure. So, with that, everybody have a great weekend and remember the reason for Easter and keep prepping, stack it deep, and always remember, long live the Republic. Y'all take care.